Hey, what's up you guys? ShartimusPrime here, doing another Marvel Legends action figure review 2-pack set on the Thor Ragnarok movies, Thor and Valkyrie Target exclusive 2-pack. If you're trying to pick these up, you can get them at Target. I just said it's Target exclusive, but if you're trying to get your other Thor Ragnarok figures, you can get them at
Big! Get your big badass toys at BigBadToyStore.com. Click the link in the description below.
So we're used to this type of packaging already. On the side, we get a nice image of Thor, and then on the very back, you can see some product shots over there looking very nice and nice images. And then we get a read-up over here on the back. If you want to read it, go ahead and pause it now. And then on this side right here, we get a nice image of Valkyrie looking very birdy. And then on the very top, not much going on, and on the bottom, not much going on. So let's get to it and crack these things open. And here's Thor and Valkyrie out of the packaging in a pretty sweet looking 2-pack. We have seen this Thor figure before, which is a little frustrating. I feel like in order to get one brand new figure, we have to spend money on a figure that we already have, which is, I hope we can get to a point where that doesn't happen anymore. But anyway, we do get some new accessories, so let's get a closer look at those and then we'll get a closer look at the figures. So while we have a repainted Thor, we do get interchangeable hands with this figure, and that makes me happy. So we get a pair of wide open hands, and then we also get a pair of grabbing hands right over here, so he can grab Heimdall's sword. It is gigantic and it looks very cool. Nice intricate sculpt right over here. I'm loving that. And then we get some nice brown paint over it. I do have a problem with this gold plastic though, because it is gold plastic. I wish it had a coat of paint on it. There's something about it that just kind of feels a little on the cheap side, especially compared to this beautiful silver and black right over here. You know, this looks like a high quality part, and then you get to this and you're like, oh, that's kind of a little bit on the weak side. And then we get this new effects piece right over here, which looks like the same lightning effects piece that we saw on the Storm figure that was revealed at HasCon a week or two ago. And this is awesome. I love this. I mean, it's not just that it looks good, but it's the soft material that we're getting for this, and it comes apart in the middle, so you could unravel it like that, which is really awesome. And we get this nice translucent blue, of course. And if you wanted to attach it to a Mjolnir, you can do that very easily. Well, as I drop it, you know, with a little finesse. Yeah, there it goes. And that looks awesome. Yeah, and if you want to see how this looks on the Mjolnir that came with the SDCC Thor, yeah, you have to wait till that review. But that's looking pretty sweet right over here, especially having the Thor figure hold it, even though that's a little premature. He's not supposed to be worthy yet. So here's looking at our brand new Thor head sculpt compared to some pictures that I found online. And I don't know, is Hasbro going to give us a version where he's helmetless with the red paint? I don't know, but it looks like Chris Hemsworth. And we have this new photorealistic technology that Hasbro has been using on these head sculpts. I saw that in Book Nice 10's interview with the guys at HasCon, and I think it looks really good. I mean, we've been seeing this, but yeah, it's basically, to me, it looks like they're adding a new paint layer of wash over the faces on these, and I just absolutely love it. It looks a little heavy on this side, but you know, he's supposed to be in battle. It could just be some dirt or some dookie. I hope not dookie though. Come on, you're still a god, Thor. But this left eye, yeah, it doesn't really look too solid to me. It looks like it's a little cockeyed, so that's a little gripe of mine. But for the most part, I do like how this looks, and I love how the flesh tone came out on these, and I really like how the hair came out. It's very nice to get those highlights in there. So it looks like he has some gashing. That's in the sculpt, so it's probably something that happens to him in the movie. I don't know, he gets a head wound maybe. Then just looking at the top of the hair. Then looking at the rest of the figure, it is the same exact thing as the previous Thor figure that we'd gotten in the Gladiator Hulk Build-A-Figure wave. I mean, it's really not different at all except for one little detail, which I'll show right here, but you can see the upper torso is the same. Right, same metallic teal color, same cape and all that stuff. It's only really different until we get to the boots. I mean, you could of course remove this right here, but we get that one solid color of brown. Then we get this brown on those bands right there, so I think that's a nice addition. I just wanted to compare the head sculpt to the helmeted Thor head sculpt, and it looks like, yeah, we get some more paint and details on this newer one right over here. Even though I tend to like the helmeted Thor more, it looks like this is just a little bit more realistic. And even though it's a repaint, I'll run through the articulation for you guys. You can move the head all the way up, and you can move the head all the way down. You get side-to-side movement and a great amount of head pivoting right over here. It's mostly just the jaw that pivots. fits, it looks like. Anyway, shoulders can move upward on the left side just that high, but a little bit higher on the right side. You can rotate all the way around. Same thing with this. You can rotate this all the way around. Yeah, excuse me, sorry. And then we have a bicep swivel up here. Again, this is attached right there. And then you get the double jointed elbows. And then for these grabbing hands, you get the side to side wrist hinge. On the open hands, they move up and down, and they all can turn right here. You get an ab crunch, moves forward that much, back that much, waist swivel. He has a hip joints that move outward that far, kicks forward that much, back that much, upper thigh cut, double jointed knees just bend in that far. Ankles move down, they move up, and he does have ankle pivot. And here's a look at the Valkyrie head sculpt next to some images I found of Tessa Thompson playing Valkyrie from the Thor Ragnarok movie, and I think they nailed the likeness. I think this looks really good. I'm very pleased with the sculpt and the paint. I did see a couple of copies in the store, and some of them did have a little bit of sloppy paint, so I tried to pick the best that I could. This one, even right here in the molding, you could see a little bit of a seam going right over there on the plastic. But other than that, I actually think it looks pretty good. I think the white paint around the eyes looks really nice. I think she looks very pretty. Looks like a very pretty Valkyrie. Very, very nice. I like it. The hair looks beautiful. I'm digging that. You can see some brown seeping in for the sculpt, or for her scalp, but it's very subtle. I just noticed it a little bit right over here. But yeah, looking at the back of the hair, looks really good. Then here's her Sakaar armor, or the armor that she's wearing when she's on Sakaar. Of course, we see her wearing her white Valkyrie armor later on in the movie, or maybe during a flashback, I don't know. Gets a little sloppy with a little extra silver and gunmetal color on the arm, but yeah, gunmetal gray galore on this one. I love the gunmetal gray. I mean, look how shimmery and shiny it is. I mean, you guys, some of you who don't know that I love gunmetal gray, how could you not understand, man? I mean, look how beautiful that looks. Yeah, and get some silver on top of the gunmetal gray too. Oh yeah, I'm gonna say it over and over and over again. But yeah, the arms look really nice over here. Nice silver. I'm digging it. Looks really good. I'm liking this a lot. And looking right here, you can see the belt. You can move this up and down as you'd like. And this is soft enough where you can still pose her around. Now, unfortunately, we have this thing right here that I absolutely hate. And we have daggers that cannot be removed. Ah, that frustrates me. Oh, that frustrates me so much. Jeez, please stop doing that, Hasbro. Please, just stop doing that. It's very frustrating, because I would like her to hold the daggers, especially because there's this shot of Valkyrie and Loki going at it with daggers. And hey, that Loki doesn't come with daggers either, so yay. Yeah, thanks so much, you know, for the lack of daggers, you guys. But anyway, looking at the boots right there, looks very nice, shiny, good metal, so I'm liking that a lot. She does have treads at the bottom of her feet, along with some hole pegs. And we gotta get a look at the Tessa butt, looking pretty good. I'm liking it, man. Yeah, and I like that she has her blue cape right over here. That's very cool as well. And she also has her Dragon Fang sword right over here, which I think is spectacular. I love how this teal color came out. It has this nice metallic sheen to it. And you get some white right over here at the very bottom, or on the handle and everything. And she does come with a sheath for it as well. So you can go ahead and just whoop. It's hard kind of doing it. And it's just a little bit bent, so I might need to heat this up to straighten it out. Love that we get some nice detailed sculpt right over here. But that looks pretty nifty. But what I really like about this is that if you shine the light behind it, it tends to really glow at the edges. And it's kind of hard to replicate it, but yeah, I'm not really pulling it off over here with this light. But yeah, if you have this in hand, you'll know what I'm talking about. Now, one thing that does bother me with this sword is that there seems to be no appropriate storage for her sheath. I guess you wanted to squeeze it right here alongside the belt, you know, but I don't know. I don't really like that too much. That looks kind of weird. So it looks like it was supposed to peg into this gold thing right here, but I guess this gold thingy right here is meant for something else. So that's a little frustrating. But not the articulation. I like the articulation. You can move her head up quite a bit, especially with all this hair in the back. You can even move it up more than that, so that's pretty cool. And you can get her looking all the way down. You get side to side movement right over here. Not any head pivot at all. Shoulders move out very far, which is great, and you can move them all the way down. They rotate 360 degrees. She has a single jointed elbow, which I love, and then it swivels right over here, and you get swivel at the wrist, and it hinges up and down on both sides. You get a nice diaphragm joint that turns side to side. You get some great diaphragm pivot, and it moves forward and it moves back. Hip joints move outward that far, and she can kick forward this much. That's a nice pose. And then she can kick back just a tiny bit. We get an upper thigh cut, double head jointed knees, and then the ankles move down. They move up very far, and she does have great ankle pivot. Now to measure out these two figures, you can see that Valkyrie is standing just a little under 7 inches tall, and the Thor figure is standing just a little under 7.5 inches tall. And then for your Thor Ragnarok figure comparison, you could see the single carded Thor right over here, and the 2-pack Thor, and yeah, they're more or less the same exact thing. Not too much of a difference between the two. And then for your Valkyrie comparison, we have our MCU Valkyrie next to the 2-pack Hulk Valkyrie figure. Thank you, Sean Long. And then we have the Hulkbuster Valkyrie right over there, which looks much better than that one. Then we have the best looking one, the Munster Mash Custom. Thank you so much, Munster Mash. And it was a pleasure meeting you at San Diego Comic-Con this year. But yeah, looking at these four right here, obviously the Munster Mash Custom is the best. But there is one glaring difference between the comic version of Valkyrie and the MCU version of Valkyrie right here that has me very upset, and that's the lack of cone boobies. How come you gotta take away the cone boobies, man? And then here's the Thor and Valkyrie figures next to our Gladiator Hulk Build-A-Figure, and then we have the Ragnarok Loki, and yeah, these four all team up to fight Hela, which I think is pretty sick, and I think they fit into scale together pretty well. Then here's the Thor and Valkyrie figures next to the Marvel Legends Big Time No Letdown Spider-Man. Ooh, hey, you kinda remind me of somebody. You ever hear of this girl named Liz Allen? You know, once white, now black, very attractive. You know, I kind of think the same about you, you know. I don't know if you're into black and green guys, but hey! Okay, hands off, hands off. Now, one thing I should mention about the Valkyrie figure is that her sword does fit in her hands very loosely. Yeah, that kind of annoys me. It makes it a little tricky getting her posed and stuff, but as you can see, she will hold it. This set is actually a pretty good set. I do like it more so than the Ego and Star-Lord 2-pack. I feel like this offers a lot more, but I do have gripes about it, but then again, it's really not an easy set to pass up. I don't know, I really like the Valkyrie figure a lot. And the new head sculpt on Thor, and I especially like the lightning effect, so we do get new stuff here, but of course we're getting a mostly reused figure right over there. So if you can get past that, then I highly recommend the set, and I hope you guys highly recommend this video. If you like the video, please hit the like button. If you want to leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think of the figures. Let me know what you think of the review. If you'd like to share this video, I'd very much appreciate it as you guys spread the word about the YouTube channel. It helps the channel grow. If you haven't hit the subscribe button yet, please hit the subscribe button for more ShartimusPrime videos coming your way. And also make sure you hit that notification bell to ensure the videos are coming up in your feed. And I gotta give a big thanks to all these awesome people over here for supporting this YouTube channel, making these reviews possible. And if you want to see a photo gallery of images, it'll be over at marvelousnews.com. I'll catch you guys later. Peace! I'm gonna play with my toys today. 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 Well, I don't care what the strangers say. I'm gonna play with my toys today.
That's crispy.
Hey, new ShartimusPrime videos. Hey, you should click one. Yeah, click on one of them. Or subscribe if you haven't. Your face.